Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to have a quick look at the new Condor guard. Now you might be thinking, what are the Condor guard? Well, you've seen the trident cones and basically it's the same thing as that. It's just a little cone shaped piece of plastic that goes over your dart point and it gets rid of that lip from your nose of the barrel onto the point of the dart. The idea is to really to reduce the damage to the flights caused by that lip, and also to reduce deflections that might happen for the same reason. Most of the damage, I would say, on a flight is caused by the lip on the nose of the barrel. Obviously, depending on how the darts sit in the board and how the incoming darts hit the ones in the board, you'll get some damage from the rest of the barrel as well. But I would say a majority of it is from the nose making contact with the flight. Now, I don't know if these are coming to the UK, but you can get them from Dart Shop Tito or Taito, I don't know how you pronounce that one. And the direct conversion rate from Japanese yen to pounds is about £3.88, and they come in a pack of 12 cones, so you can like fit out 4 sets of darts. They're made from the same kind of like plastic that the Condor axe are made from. Now, years ago I used to use the trident cones. I used them quite a lot when they first came out, but in the end I kind of got fed up with them. They would still like split, and eventually they would move up and down the point, and that's where I put my finger, so it just got irritating. Now I have put these on a set of darts and they seem to be a little bit better fit and they seem to stay put a bit better, but I haven't actually thrown them yet. So what I might do is I might do a test where I throw some darts without them on and then some with them on and see how much damage it does to the flights, and then I'll show you that. But for now, let's just have a close look at them. Right, so they just come in these little packs like that, and I'll tell you what it says on the back there. It may be a bit lost in translation, but it'll give you the gist of what they're about. At the top it says, Condor guard creates the same grade level as the tip point so that it reduces damage to the flights. Creating the same level as the tip point, Condor guard prevents bounce out when grouping. Because of no more catching in the other flights on the board, darts gather up smoothly, thus the ratio of grouping will be increased. A little bit mixed up, but I think you get the idea there. So, these are my old Viking Raider darts, Winmore Viking Raiders from years ago. Now if you look on the barrel, you can definitely see it's got a bit of a lip there, and obviously when you've got your darts in the board you will get damage from the barrel as well, but most of the damage is probably caused when the nose of the barrel hits the edges of the flights. So that will cause the damage on the flight and also may cause deflection. So the idea of these little Condor guards, and originally what the trident cones were, there's the old trident cones. Now it's been a long time since I've used them, and this one is from when they first came out actually. I think it's a bit degraded now, so if I push it on, I think it's got a split in it actually, yeah. I think it maybe just had it now, but that's like the trident cones. Now my problem with these is they would often still get like the marks there, and then they would split or they'd get a bit loose, and then because I rest my finger there, they would often fall down, and in the end I just got fed up with using them. So these are the Condor guards, which is still pretty much the same design. It's just a different material. It's almost like a slightly rubbery plastic, but working exactly the same way. You just put them over the point and basically it just smooths off that lip on the barrel, so when you've got the dart in the board and the incoming darts are hitting it, there's less of a lip there now. So as you can see, there's nothing catching. You still got a very tiny lip from the cone obviously, but it's nowhere near as aggressive as the lip that's on the barrel. So that is basically the idea of them, to reduce that contact and hopefully reduce bounce outs, damage to the flights, deflections and what have you. So what I'll do then is in the next part I'll show you the flights after I've been using them. Right then, I've used 2 sets of flights. I've put a mark on them. So number 1 is the ones that I used without the Condor guards, and number 2 is the ones that I used with the Condor guards, and they've still got them on. I used them for an hour and 15 minutes, and I've used the ones with the Condor guards for 1 hour and 45 minutes, so I've actually played with them for longer. I managed to hit a 180 when I was using them without the Condor guard. I'll put a picture up on the screen. That was my first one of 2023. I was quite chuffed with that, because I think it may be the first one I ever had with these Viking Raiders, even though I've had them for years. So what I'll do now is I'll show you a close-up of each, and that'll give you an idea of how it can help prevent the damage to the flights. Right, so these are the ones that I used first, the number 1s without the Condor guard, and at first glance they don't really look too bad, but it's always a little bit awkward on the camera. As you can see, there's some ragginess. I'll take a picture of them as well, just so it might be easier to see in the picture, but you can see there's some roughness there to the wings. I think a couple of them I had quite a heavy impact, and I think it may have split one of them. Yeah, it's probably that one. So that one's got like a little bit of a split on, and as you can see, little rough parts on the wings. But the darts that I'm using, not really aggressive points, and that's why I picked not aggressive barrels, grip. I think that one, again, a little bit of a split there. So that was, I say, around about an hour, and I think it was about an hour and 15 minutes I used without the Condor guard on. The other thing is as well, when I had the 2 that were quite a heavy impact, the darts actually kind of had a bounce out off the flight, so I didn't have any bounce outs when I was using the Condor guard. So again, just having a look at them there, when you see them there, still looking pretty good nick, and looking at the edges, there's only very minimal like scuffing there, just very small, and that one, not really much on there at all, just a maybe tiny little bit there. And I say these were used for about an hour and 45 minutes, so, and again, just a very small little mark there. So they definitely do help prevent the damage caused by the lip on the barrel. So let's have a look at the actual Condor guard. Now, they stayed put all the time. Let's see if I can get a bit closer. That's maybe about the best I can do on this one, but as you see, there's a little bit of ragginess on that bit there, so they have took a little bit of damage, but they've stayed put. And as you can see, I think some of them are marks where the points may have hit. But personally, I think they have actually performed better than the Trident cones. So there you go. That's the Condor guard, and really it's only just for eliminating that lip on your nose of the barrel, and just to help prevent some of the damage caused by that, and also preventing the deflections and bounce outs. And they definitely work, but you've got a choice whether you want to use Trident cones, Condor guard, or points with a built-in cone. So there you go, that's the end of the video. Hope you've enjoyed watching it. I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.